Are you a ruthless businessman? A psychopath of the highest order? Are the public beginning to notice how evil you are? Well, there's no need to worry. Simply be seen raising funds for a huge charity. You don't have to put your hand in your pocket, but if you do, you get worthwhile tax concessions. Yes, major charities, a way that ruthless psychos can project false niceness.
He's a ruthless predator who doesn't care who sinks as long as he swims.
Oh no, he isn't. He's very nice, as he raises lots of money for charity.
Yes, remember, charity, a way of giving evil people a false niceness.
Hello, I'm Chris and welcome to another broadcast. I filmed most of the planning meeting held at Borough of Broxbourne offices on the 22nd of May 2018. As you are now allowed under the Local Authorities Regulation 2012 that applies to England to do so. I've looked into the legal aspects of loading what I filmed onto YouTube, and I'm pleased to say it's perfectly legal to do so. If you care to look at the Department for Communities and Local Government Guide, published in June 2013, it clearly states the following on page 6. Now I'm quoting what this guide says. Can I film the meeting? Council meetings are public meetings. Elected representatives and council officers acting in the public sphere should expect to be held to account for their comments and votes in such meetings. The rules require councils to provide reasonable facilities for any member of the public to report on meetings. Councils should thus allow the filming of councillors and officers at meetings that are open to the public. Then further down the page it says, will I be able to tweet or blog council meetings? Similarly, under the new rules, there can be social media reporting of meetings. Thus, bloggers, tweeters, Facebook and YouTube users and individuals with their own website should be able to report meetings. So there we have it. It's perfectly okay for me to load what I filmed onto YouTube. To make sure it was perfectly okay to film the meeting, I asked a council official beforehand and also noticed another person in the public gallery filming it. You're probably thinking, why didn't I load this up on YouTube earlier? Well, there are several reasons. The evening I went to the planning meeting, everything went wrong. You know, it was one of those days. Now, parking at the council offices is awful, especially when there's a major planning meeting. It was a warm, sunny spring evening, so instead of using my car, I decided to cycle there on my push bike. That turned out to be the wrong decision. Because of that, I couldn't take my heavy camera, so took a small pocket-sized one that unfortunately wasn't too good at picking up the sound and doesn't have stabilisation in it. Whilst at the meeting, after a while my hand ached, resulting in camera shake, so the outcome is a video that could make you feel seasick with terrible sound. I've managed to enhance the sound but couldn't do anything about the awful camera shake that got worse as my arm got more tired. I didn't film the entire meeting, only the major aspects. Unfortunately, the camera ran out a few moments before the end when some ladies in the public gallery complained about the council not giving the public a voice. If only I could have filmed it. I don't know who the ladies were, but what they said was true. The chairman said they should only communicate via their elected councillors, to which the ladies replied, these councillors don't represent us. As I said on a previous video, only 7 councillors bothered to turn up, and the one that was supposed to represent our ward wasn't there. Whilst the ladies were voicing their objection, some councillors were sarcastically laughing. That angered me. How dare they laugh at those ladies? Before viewing the meeting, please listen to my recent broadcast. Correction, I said viewing. No, I've only put the audio on, so sorry about that. But please listen to my recent broadcast number 6. That is very important. It's a very short broadcast, so please listen to that first. Then please bear in mind what I said in broadcast 6, especially what I said about public relations agencies. It is my personal belief that public relations, now known as public consultation or liaison, is like rat poison. 90% sweetener, 10% lethal. Apparently, a large number of people approved of the housing development. Now please check the Borough of Broxbourne's planning website, and its submission number is 07/0352/O for orange. I'll repeat that. 07//0352/O for orange. You'll notice there are loads of block submissions approving the proposed development, all issued on the same day and saying almost the same thing. The block submissions happened over several weeks, so there's several of them. In view of what I said in broadcast 6, please draw your own conclusions. In my experience over the years, I've noticed that when PR agencies are involved in large-scale building projects, their aim has been to give objectors, especially the ringleaders, the impression their actions are a waste of time as the project is going ahead anyway. This is not an accusation, I'm just stating what I've personally witnessed over the years on other projects that were nowhere near Broxbourne and involved PR agencies that were nothing to do with the current one. Also, whilst listening to the planning meeting, please also note the latest PR buzzwords such as sustainable and public consultation, etc. Anyway, the video film was so bad I've decided to only add the audio with enhanced sound, and it ends suddenly because the battery went down, and I apologise in advance if the rustling of clothing sounds like a nuclear fish shop. The meeting starts with a representative from Rosedale Sports Club.
Create drainage systems for our grass pitches, meaning they could be used more often and less affected by the bad weather. We also note that as part of the application, Preston have agreed to gift 3.8 hectares of land, which are currently not part of Rosedale Sports Club's 50-year lease. The land will be added to our lease, level drainage installed to create improved cricket and rugby pitches, so again we can increase participation and membership. The application includes provision for a new primary school next to us. We would welcome them to share our facilities to support their sports education. Hopefully this new generation of children will join our teams, and hopefully their parents and other residents would like to join us as well. We always welcome new members of all ages and abilities. The club is nothing without its members. Also know that development is not always popular. Our club is proof that if done in conjunction with the local authorities and other local stakeholders, it can bring good to local communities. Preston together with CEG, Tudor Nurseries and the Brunton Consortium are certainly working with us to try and improve our club further and in the right way. So I would urge you to support the application in front of you, as you will also be supporting Rosedale Sports Club and further development of the sport in the area. Thank you very much, Mr. Hayden. The next speaker this evening is Richard Taylor. Good evening, Mr. Taylor. You have 3 minutes or so, sir.
Thank you very much indeed. Can I just correct the misstatement made by the last speaker? The reason that Crest Nicholson supported the club was they had to do a land swap to enable them to develop the former Everest sports field. Can I just move quickly, I'm representing the Gossover Community Association, which is one of the largest community associations in the UK. We've supported your council for many, many years because we've trusted you and you've never done us any harm. However, the local plan policy is something which we're not really very happy with. You've just gone through a discussion of outline planning applications. There is nothing in any of the applications that you're referring to which is fixed. They can change it totally. There is no funding for a primary school because the only way it can be funded is if all three applications agree, and they won't agree. So to suggest that a primary school is going to be provided for the 4,000 people that are going to be actually accommodated as a result of the three planning applications you're proposing and the others in the local plan is ludicrous, and you know it is. Can I just be very, very simple, and that is that I'd like to discuss two things. One is a statement by your council about this development, and the other one is Wikipedia. Most of Broxbourne is classified as part of the Greater London urban area, although it is not a London borough. The Metropolitan Green Belt protects the surrounding countryside. So it's not Broxbourne Green Belt, it's not Gossover Green Belt, it's Metropolitan Green Belt. As far as this application is concerned, I would like to refer you to a statement you made very clearly after a massive public inquiry. The council will resist any, this is your words, not mine, the council will resist any further development in the West Chestnut area which would conflict with the purposes of including land in the Green Belt as set out in PBG 2. During this period, the council will also resist any such ad hoc development proposals, including this, based upon the following factors: damage to the dominant rural character of the Ragsbrook Valley. Repeat, damage to the dominant rural character of the Ragsbrook Valley. You can only show us photographs of fields. The inspector's comments followed the last local plan inquiry. Sustainable development principles, the threat of coalescence of communities, compatibility with existing residential development, location in relation to major leisure, retail and employment areas, public transport provision, education facilities. This is a wrong development in a wrong location, and it should be basically be built in an urban area at the other side of the A10. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you very much, Mr. Taylor. The next speaker we have is Robin Howes.
Please go on to part 2. Thank you.